here to help you to master your technology. Today, Apple made available the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max again, but this time in green, and we have the Alpine green model here. We are going to take a look at it today, for because it's springtime, things are turning green soon, and you do we have a green iPhone, a real season though that I actually really like this is because I missed my iPhone 11 Pro Max in the midnight green, so I was excited to check this one out and show you this one to kind of get a good look at this device the right away. A little bit of different green right here, looking a bit more like a forest. Forest green, but very beautiful. And definitely you are not going to confuse this with any turquoise blues, anything like that. This is a pure green, and of course the beautiful stainless steel edges on this device right here. We'll go ahead and peel this off and get this thing turned on in this video. We are not going to really review the entire 13 Pro Max, but I will talk a few things about it. You can kind of see the matte textured back here on the back of this green iPhone and different lightings. It's going to look a little bit of different green, like if you look at it straight on, it might look a little different than when you look at it in a different light like that. But overall you are not going to confuse this for any other color. Now I will say on the edges it's not super noticeably green on the edges. There it looks kind of dark, like almost. Let's go ahead and take a look what's in the box. You do have yourself the lightning cable, and of course you are not going to get yourself the Apple stickers and a SIM card tool in here with the warranty guides. Apple is slimming down the package more and more every year, all the right. So we are now in the iPhone 13 Pro Max in green, and the first thing I want to show you is that it does come with its own exclusive green wallpaper. 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display on board. That's HDR10, a boss state. Really quickly, pretty noticeable, obviously, but the other than you are going to get a nice large 4352 milliampere hour battery on here. Of course, the beautiful overlook. There's not much more to say about this screen. I'm not going to talk too much more about it, but I'm going to show you some camera samples of now how great this camera really has been in a little bit. But let's take a look at this compared to some other iPhones. So we are going to start with the Graphite U version. This is one I've been using for like a past 6-7 months, and I love the Graphite, but the green I think is going to take it me for here. But this is a great thing about the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It really doesn't matter which color you go with, they are all beautiful colors and they are all premium looking. However, of course, the green is the new kid on the block and definitely has more flair, I think, than this Graphite color. Let's go ahead now and took a look at Sierra Blue, and I don't have 13 Pro Max here. The blue, I got the 13 Pro, same color, and I don't know, this is a tough call. Yes, some people are gonna prefer that blue. That is tough one. They both have some flair to them, but I will say that I do prefer the edges on the Sierra Blue. They do stand out a little bit more, but the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the green definitely coming up with their close to the Sierra Blue, I think, in the flare department. Just it looks good, and I don't have the gold one, so we are gonna look at the gold one today, but that's pretty good. And then let's take a look at the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the midnight green. If you have been holding out and you want this phone, you are going to notice that right away that the iPhone 13 Pro Max has much larger cameras than the 11 Pro Max. The edges are much more flat and square, and of course, the green itself, that's what we are talking about here today, is more green. This is a less green to me on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now that it's not green, it's a little bit darker, though I prefer this more in your face for a screen of the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Take a look at my 12 Pro Max, which is in silver. This will be similar to the iPhone 13 Pro Max and silver. You can see I love the silver, it's classy, it's green, but there's nothing too special. It's very neutral color. It's kind of like the graphite, but the opposite way. I still like the green overall. Let me know what's your thoughts and feelings in the green or not. And then the last one I really want to look at, it's the S22 Ultra, because these are the two green phones out there. And now that you see them side by side here, which one do you prefer? Some are going to like this green on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's very unique looking. I actually really like it too. But some people are gonna like this more actual green of the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Either way you go here, these are two beautiful nice colors here in 2022. And lastly, I want to take a look at the side by side for you with the S22 Plus, which is quite similar to that green of on my S22 Ultra. And you can see overall it's got that similar feel on the S22 Plus. In the Ultra, this green is a standout on the Alpine green for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I had to answer one question. Let's take a look at some angles here of the iPhone before we get out of here. The do you wait for the iPhone 14 Pro Max or do you get this iPhone? And the answer to the question is, if you waited this long and you weren't actually considering the 13 Pro Max, I'd wait for the 14 Pro Max. But if you wanted 13 Pro Max but you weren't a fan of a lot of the colors, or you had the 11 Pro Max, you love the green, you were waiting for this again. This is for your right move. And now we go ahead and take a look at the some sample photos. And so that is, I'll catch you all in the next episode.